I think I read somewhere that coffee on average changes hands like 18 times from the farm where it's picked to uh, when somebody actually drinks it. Like the 18th person being the one that drinks it, the first person being the one that like picked it. And yeah, so it's just interesting that there is so many different people that are connected to it. So I'm gonna go with connection. I'm gonna say connections in that cup. When it comes to coffee, I started my own small batch specialty coffee roasting company in 2017. I started out on this $20 popcorn maker from Walmart. That was like the first time that I ever roasted coffee. But one of the big shifts was COVID happened, and I actually lost the main job that I had. So it's interesting because I remember distinctly, I actually had this feeling of when that happened. I remember feeling excited. A lot of other people that were like freaking out, obviously, for good reasons. But I remember feeling so excited because for the past 2 years, I had been building this little business. I had my own coffee roasting company. I was working at another guy's coffee roasting company. And then I was also working DoorDash food delivery service. Is like a flex job, and another job which it was like a grocery, same type of thing, but instead of delivering food, it was delivering groceries. So it was like a pretty crazy time as far as just how much work I was putting into surviving. But I had made the decision in my head that I would rather keep doing this until I figure out how to grow my own coffee business or something better comes along. I was at this point where I had told my friend that I would go to his birthday party. And when he invited me, I was like feeling good and in a good mood. So it was easy to say yes. Like, yeah, of course I'll come to your birthday party. But I remember that night and I was actually pretty exhausted from everything I was doing. And I kind of remember having the conversation in my head of like, should I go, should I not? And ultimately I ended up deciding to go. And that's where I met my business partner, John, who then literally at that point, I was bringing my friend coffee that I roasted as a gift because I couldn't really even afford another gift to bring him. And so I was just like, oh, well, I have this in inventory. I'm gonna bring him coffee as a gift. So I brought the coffee and then I met John, who just happened to be looking for a coffee roaster in that moment.
Roasted was started by a woman named Lynn Begier, who was into yoga and health and fitness. And she wanted to bring it together in a way for Nantucket. And so she started in 2017. I purchased it in 2021 and realized that, it had a great brand and it did a great job with coffee. And one of the things it did was it had a general store. It was small, 640 square feet. We did a lot of stuff in a very small space. Very small kitchen with a refrigerator about 5 foot and an oven. That was our whole kitchen. Really teeny, even by New York standards, teeny, teeny, teeny. But we did a lot, and I give a lot of that credit to my business partner, Maria. She really made that kitchen work. In 2023, we were approached by the people who run and own Airport Gas and asked what would we do if we had additional space. They gave us this kind of the whole view of where it's going. And I've always viewed the future for coffee and in particular food as being connected to a convenience store. When we were given that opportunity, we took it. What I like about Roasted is that it's an elevated product. We really focus on high quality. And one of the things I think we do is we bring convenience and quality together. One of the things I love most is the challenges. I don't want huge challenges. Well, I shouldn't say that. We've had some pretty big challenges here. What I love is overcoming the problems, coming up with solutions, and working with a great team. We're very fortunate. My partner Maria, Vince, Aaron, Jen, and some of our key people, Amelia, Nico, these are people that have helped us out dramatically. People that are on our team, working and some not. people that have advised me. People like our landlord, and I'll say partner, Dave Fredericks, Stan, Todd, Fred, all these people, along with Anna, Mike, and some of the other people we've had at our landlords, have been incredible to work with. Without them, we couldn't have done this. And being able to put together a team like ones we have are just amazing.
I love the human part of it. The connection with the year-round community. I can mention so many people that goes there and sits down and you start to know them. So I love the front of the house because it's something that I've been doing for over 30 years in New York City. And the back of the house is more, I come from the back old school of restaurateurs where no one talk in the kitchen. Only the manager could talk to the chef. And sometimes I miss that. Back then I didn't love it. I always enjoying cooking, and of course COVID opened a door of baking that I didn't know I had. So I started making sourdough and starting the good bacteria, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to do my own thing. And when I got to the health department, everything was like a wall. I hit a wall because no. And I went to buy some beans, coffee beans for my home. And I stopped at Nantucket Coffee Roasters. And I talked to Jennifer, who works there. And she said, and I told her, and I was like, this is ridiculous, I cannot do it. She's like, well, why don't you talk to John? So and then I talked to John. And everything started with literally a home oven that only fit a 6 muffin. So I was making 6 by 6 muffins. And it started just with muffin. And I love quiche. One of my great memories with my mother in Paris was sitting down and eating quiche. And then little by little went to scones it was very hard for me to make scones. Nantucket is so definitely, it shows you when you see products is when the season starts, when the customers come with the summer people, the J1s. Summer here means all these new things, the new ingredients, the new life. And it's a passion. I mean, it is a job, but a job is a job. I love what I do.
I had always liked the idea of leadership across all things. Someone has like a dream or a vision for something, as long as it's clear, it's like actually clear to them. I feel like I always thrived on helping achieve that dream or realize the answer to the question, whatever it is. And then the opportunity for this new location came about, and I grew out of NCR, the coffee roasting facility, and grew into managing the baristas. My favorite part of coming to work every day, I thought it was the customers at first, but it really is the people that I work with, because they drive everything you think you've built, whether you have or not. And so watching everyone that we've hired this year, especially my first year, when it comes to hiring, like watching everybody grow has been pretty awesome. It goes back to the thing of like what's in a cup of coffee. Being present with people is probably, that's the answer. A cup of coffee should be just a moment.